The CELPIP exam is difficult and it's hard to prepare for it. It takes a while. Everybody can get a 9 or more with good practice. But if you are in the place where your exam is tomorrow or in 2 to 3 days, or if you're just tired, frustrated, and you want an easy way out, this video is going to cover 5 tips, important and technical tips that are very easy to apply right away, and it'll improve your scores drastically. So let's jump into tip number 1. The writing and speaking modules are where people often lose a lot of marks. That's where people struggle. A very quick and simple way for you to get ahead in those is by using HZad Education's writing and speaking templates. There are words and phrases you can copy paste and use in your exam. People do that, our students do that all the time, and they get just the best marks because you get the best range of vocabulary. The words and phrases you want to use there are going to give you those advanced words and academic levels that examiners are looking for. It also helps you finish everything on time and do everything with the right structure without having to stress much about thinking what to do. Here also, you will find the 400 best words and phrases. I'm going to tell you where to find them, that you can use right away. And if you cannot learn all of those, at least learn 10, at least learn 20. If you can even use half of those, you're going to improve your marks drastically. So there's a list of the best 400 words and phrases for CELPIP, writing and speaking, but it also helps in reading and listening if you get those questions or those words in those modules. You want to check that list out, and you want to check out the templates. The links for these are already in the description. Check it out. It's very instant, very quick to learn, especially the templates. It'll instantly boost your marks. Templates take about 30 minutes to understand. If your exam is tomorrow, you use them, your marks are going to improve by 2 to 3 points easily. Now, if you want to find the best version of our templates and detailed sample answers, explanations, and even more advanced and complex tips and tricks, you'll find them again on YouTube, but the most advanced and best versions are in our CELPIP 15-hour self-paced course. The link for that is also in the description. The next thing I want you guys to understand are usage of complex sentences. Now, these sentences are the ones that are broken into 2 parts. For example, if I start a sentence with considering, it's going to be like considering my overall health right now, comma, I will not be able to do any physical work. So that's the second point. I won't be able to do any physical work. And the first point was considering my health condition. This in speaking would be the same thing without the comma, just replace it with a pause, okay? You broke down the sentence into 2 parts, which made it a complex sentence. You can say the same thing with due to, and you can say the same thing with based on. There is a whole lesson on complex sentences, but we're trying to keep it simple. We're trying to make this video where you are able to get all the main points and easily improve scores. These are the easiest techniques that produce the best results. Just remember 3 complex sentences: considering, due to, and based on. Start your sentences with these, not all of them, a few of them. Throw these in your speaking and writing, and your marks will go up drastically because most people don't use complex sentences, even though it's a requirement for your test, and you need to have a good lexical range. So just remember 3. That's all you need to do. Let's talk about connectors. They're very important because most people use or like in speaking, and in writing, they just don't use connectors. They use repetitive words and phrases. So instead of just saying and or but, use furthermore, moving on to, and likewise. Now, when you say moving on to, combined with furthermore and likewise, you throw these in your writing and speaking, you are using, once again, a range of vocabulary. Not only are you using 1-worded connectors, you're using 3-worded connectors, and all of them are advanced. They're not basic like also or plus, they're advanced, which will give you more marks. Use nonetheless when you have to say but or however. Nonetheless is even better than however. So next time you want to say that, use nonetheless, your marks will go up. Conclusively is a good way to say to conclude, but it is more advanced. It's also it's an adverb which will give you marks for the range of vocabulary. Once again, because people don't use adverbs. So please make sure to use that. It's going to stand out and the examiner will love you for that. Okay, next, reading hacks. Reading has been a big problem in the last year, especially for CELPIP. So here are some quick tips you would need to know for tomorrow's exam if you have it tomorrow, or if you have it very soon. Part 1, you want to read the questions first. All the multiple choice questions, read them first, then go to the passage, look at the place where the question's essence is being mentioned. Maybe it's paragraph 1, maybe it's paragraph 1 and 2, maybe it's paragraph 4. Just read that part, then go back to the questions and match it. Then read the next question and follow the remainder of the passage that you haven't read that relates to the question. So you read questions first, then tackle the passage. You don't read the passage first, and you don't need to skim through. All of that wastes time, which you don't have in CELPIP reading. Next, look at the picture in part 2. Part 2 is opposite. You have to look at the picture or the passage first because it's tiny. It's going to be covered easily in 1 to 2 minutes. There's not a lot of words there. It's just an overall idea you need to get of the columns in the picture or the description in the picture. Then you can go to the questions. So part 2, you do the opposite. Part 3, you read all the questions, all, emphasis on all, because you're going to be given 1 to 9 questions and you got to match them with the passages, paragraph A, paragraph B, and C, and so on. So if you read all the questions first, you will have an idea of what to look for when you start reading the passage. And as soon as a keyword is mentioned where you're reading, your mind will click, you'll go back and match it, and it'll be faster. Part 4, again, just like part 1, read the questions first. This is also multiple choice, but here, remember, it's a debate. There's going to be 2 or more people arguing back and forth about their opinions on something. So you just have to, as soon as you understand that there's a debate going on, you will understand the entire essence and all types of questions that follow, because the questions would ask you, what did this person disagree with the other person on? Or why are these guys fighting? Or what is this opinion that is offensive to the other person? If you understand that there's a debate going on, and that is how you read the passage, then you read the questions first, go to the passage next, you'll be able to tackle this much more efficiently. So quick, simple tips for reading that make a huge difference in your understanding and overall marks. Now listening, you will never get the questions in front of you while the audio is being played. You will get them after. So while the audio is being played, you gotta take notes. Those notes will help you remember what was said, and they'll help you answer the questions. When you take notes, using words is not enough because you wouldn't be able to write everything. So use pictures as well. Use pictures and words, because if a long thing is said, for example, it is said that once you go right and go another 200 meters, it's going to be a long journey, but just go there. I know you're old, but just go 200 meters more. Then you will see the big building. Instead of writing all of this, just put a right arrow, 200 meters, write that, and then draw a tall building. A tall building is a rectangle, that's it. That picture, those symbols will tell you everything that was said. When you see it, you'll remember the whole conversation. This is why taking notes with pictures and words, that combination is the fastest way to take notes. So this requires multitasking, but by using pictures, your multitasking job becomes 10 times easier, and you can implement this right away. Finally, get a free assessment if you haven't already. We conduct 45-minute free sessions for anybody who is doing their CELPIP exams. Just email us at info@HZadeducation.com. This is your bonus tip, and this is something, if you don't take it and if you fail, you're really responsible for your failure, because it's a free assessment. We're giving it to you. It's going to be with a live teacher, and if you have done the exam before, you can even discuss your previous struggles. If you have done the mock tests, you can discuss struggles with the teacher on those. If you haven't done anything, the teacher will conduct an assessment right there and then with you. It's going to be an online session for 45 minutes, and we will give you a complete plan on how you have to prepare, what you have to do before your next exam, and it's completely free. To book it, email us at info@HZadeducation.com. And once again, these tips and tricks are the simplest and easiest ones that guarantee or put you on the road towards a 9 or 10 plus, which you need. It's easy, it's doable with the right practice. Just one more thing, when we make videos like these and offers like the free assessments, slots get booked up very quickly. So if your exam is near and if you're serious about getting a good score, email us right now and we will book your free assessment ASAP. Please also like, share, and subscribe if you liked this video. Check out our course in the description if you find value there, and we'll talk very soon.